So, you guys, Minnie Dlamini finally speaks for the very first time about what Umekji has been doing to her for the very first time. You guys, now Umekji has been talking very ill about Umini Dlamini. You guys, basically, that was harassment. He has been speaking very negatively about Umini Dlamini for quite some time now on podcast and chill. Years ago, he talked about Umini Dlamini having slapped her way to the top, and just recently he basically talked about how Umini Dlamini cannot keep a man and says that there is definitely something wrong with Umini Dlamini down there, you guys. Well, Umini Dlamini has remained mum, kept her mouth for quite some time now until today, whereby she reveals that she is going to be taking legal actions against McGee, who 2 days ago did a video whereby he invited Umini Dlamini to the podcast and chill to tell her side of the story rather. Umini Dlamini has finally decided to slap him with a lawsuit, and she went to her social media and stated these. Over the past few weeks, I have watched in disbelief and deep pain as my name, body, and dignity were dragged through the mud of public discourse, triggered by the vile, humiliating, and inexcusable comments made by Mr. Mkwebo on his podcast. Let it be stated clearly, I have never made any negative comments or statement about this man. All I did was defend the dignity and integrity of a fellow woman in the industry against vile, objectifying remarks made about her. To think that standing up for another woman justifies years of lies, online harassment, and degrading commentary in my name is both cruel and revealing. This is not about ego. This is about systematic misogyny. While I have chosen not to dignify the specifics with a respond, I must emphasize that there is nothing entertaining or provocative about weaponizing a woman's body for clout, commentary, or so-called content. What occurred was not banter. It was grotesque and deeply harmful violation of my dignity, my humanity, and my constitutional right as a woman. I have received an apology from Podcast and Chill via the attorneys, an apology offered only after the damage is done and reputations are on the line. It's not a meaningful act of accountability, especially when it comes from a platform that has made misogyny part of its brand. This was not a lapse in judgment, it was a reflection of values consistently displayed and defended by the show and its host. To apologize now only when public pressures threatens their image is to center their own reputational damage rather than the trauma inflicted on others. And so I must say clearly, words without genuine accountability are hollow. I will continue to pursue legal recourse because as a public figure and a mother, I must act not only for myself but for every woman whose dignity is violated in the name of content and entertainment. To everyone who has offered support, stood beside me, raised their voices, ngiyabonga. Your solidarity has been a source of strength and a reminder that this is about more than just me. It's about every woman who has been publicly degraded, digitally humiliated, or silenced through shame. This moment has once again spotlighted the disturbing normalization of misogyny in the entertainment industry and online platforms. We need systematic change, we need accountability, and we must all decide what kind of public discourse are willing to defend or dismantle. At the end of the day, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, and I'm a sister. This entire episode has caused harm not only to me but to those closest to me, innocent people. That said, I will not allow this to pass without consequence because it is not just about my name, it's about protecting the dignity of every woman. With love and resilience, Minnie Dlamini.
No, man, something's gonna be wrong with Minnie, bro.
I also feel like
No,
not
guys, I'm
Minnie.
dating that child daddy.
Why
X-ray.
Minnie?
No, I'm saying. What did he say? I missed that. I was actually sure. I was like,
No, he's not that kind of doctor. He's loaded. He said he can't date Minnie with X-ray money. No, he does BBL. He's like plastic. He's a plastic surgeon, mama. Those guys print money. He does the BBLs. You know now girls don't have to go to Turkey. They could just go to Munaisa. And I don't know, he does the things. He creates bodies, man.
my thing is, Minnie's pretty, bro.
Yeah.
But
Minnie's beautiful.
Why can't she keep a man?
No, I'm suspecting with this guy. I don't know with the other guys, but with this guy, I feel like maybe he had a fantasy. Because Minnie was like the hot girl. Remember, there was a period where she was the girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like maybe that's when the doctor was still coming up, still doing X-rays there.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And now he's got it. And maybe he just wanted that experience. That's how I see it.
Bro.
We will never know because we weren't inside. But I feel like maybe it's that. And he realized that, okay, what now?
Yeah, I have a friend who wants that experience. See, I know you're watching. We spoke about it.
With who?
After this guy, it's me. Kiki lying.
Ah.
You're out of line, man. Oh, he wants to date Minnie.
Yeah, or
Damn.
yeah, le ba mmala or le nna ke shit. Lena naja.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, there's gotta be something wrong with her. Like maybe a coochie smells or something, bro.
Yeah.
You know this happens, though. It happens, bro.
No.
Speaking about women, man, I want to apologize first and foremost to all the female chillers and just women in general in SA, you know, that I might have offended with that comment. That was not the intention. You know, we never say things to offend people.
Beautiful stuff, man.
you.
Whoa, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
No,
also,
we don't.
bro. And also, I want to extend an invite to Minnie Dlamini, bro. I want to invite her to the show. You are more than welcome to come. You know, this thing started on the podcast. Let's end it on the podcast. She said some things. I've said some things. Let's squash it once and for all, bro.
That would be beautiful. You
know what I mean?
I doubt it's going to happen. I don't see her coming, but you've extended
Yeah.
the olive branch and the invite.
Yes.
Big of you, man. Well done.
Yeah.
Big of you, man.
Why don't you think it's gonna happen?
Huh?
Why don't you think it's gonna happen?
Minnie coming.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, bro. Because all her fans and everybody who's been, you know, using this moment for our downfall will say, don't do it. You know,
But it was the same-
everybody else. The Deputy Minister of Women, Steve. Get Steve, ne? Oh, that's Steve Ovo. Steve Ovo will be like, you know, people like that might say to her, you're betraying us because we were here saying, no, cancel Mac, and now you're going on the platform. You're
yeah.
almost validating it. We know, we've seen this. We know how they're going to
No,
say.
but it was the same with Unati, who's one of Minnie's best friends, by the way.
Yes, actually,
So there was a
too
point.
much.
Yeah, there was a point where Unati hated my guts, dog. She didn't want to talk to me. She came on the show. She expressed her frustrations. We chopped it up, and now we're like the best of friends. So I don't see why it cannot happen with Minnie as well.
I still don't think it'll happen. I don't know.
Well-
It just
But how
got
did
too
it
far.
feel?
Well, Unati didn't get to the point of, you know, speaking of the things, odors, and you know what I mean?